we haven't seen for a while, and that's happening right now. We are so fortunate to have this lady taking the stage. Put your hands together for Alaina Huffman! We've seen you backstage, so we've seen you, but we haven't officially seen you.
We, the collective.
The collective we, since Snowgate. Snowed out in Seattle.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
But skating down the
Oh.
Yes. That was so fun.
I'm giving her, she's got the tainted mic.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong with that one?
It comes in and out.
It has the hiccups.
Yeah, Snowgate. That was unfortunate, but also fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Hi.
And then that goes here, and there, there.
okay, we can go.
Actually,
Hold on, this hold on now. Just now we gotta vote. Shit.
That's a thing.
You broke the band, Rich. Jesus.
We got us.
Nowhere.
Now Alaina's never going to come back.
All right. You know what? Forget it.
So sorry, Alaina.
No, this is the best.
He's always like this.
Forever.
I just don't.
I'm gonna watch now.
Every time he's around a pretty woman, he just loses.
I can't help but get tackled by Billy. Every time.
Okay, well, have fun.
Don't go. Just get I miss my brothers. Hey guys. I have not done a panel on my own in a really long time, so I need you guys to ask me a lot of questions. Please. Did you guys do it good? Who's coming to karaoke? Alright, excited. Okay, should we just start with questions? We got some people? Hi.
Hi. First of all, I wanted to say congrats on the 100 part. That's really exciting. And I just wanted to know if you could talk about that a little bit more and maybe talk about what it was like on set and everything.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, I'm working on the 100 right now. Y'all watch that? I'm the bad guy this season. My mom is like, why do they always cast you as the bad guy? Like, I don't know. I'm tall. I have a low voice. I don't know what it is. So yeah, I can't really say much more than what was in the press release, but her name is Nikki. And then she comes out of, I guess, the pods where they were kept, and with her boyfriend Hatch, which is Chad Hart. So also from Supernatural. So we've got Tori Taylor, which is really cool. And yeah, they go on to do bad things. There's like she's gonna lead sort of a revolt, I guess, is the storyline, and that's just kind of what's been put out in the press release. I don't actually even know. I've only gotten a couple of scripts, and we've just shot the first couple of episodes. But so far, it's really good. And it's actually really fun. It shoots in Vancouver as well. I've done a lot of shows up in Vancouver, so I know a lot of people when I walk on set. It was really cool the other day. Jason Rothenberg was out there, and he's the showrunner and the creator. And it felt really good because I knew so many people, and people kept coming up to me and him and going, oh my God, we're so glad you hired her, we love her. And at the end of the first day, he was like, wow, everybody really loves working with you. I'm glad we hired you. So it's been nice. It's been very welcoming. I'm friends with a lot of the cast from 100 already. So it's just nice to sort of play with them, and everybody's been just lovely. Which, you know, a lot of times when you come onto a show this far into the game, like they're in season 7, I also came on Supernatural with season 8. Smallville, I came in season 7. Stargate, I came into like a family as well. And so when you come onto a show that late in the game, it's a little intimidating. Like you don't know what relationships are formed, and you don't really, you're sort of the new kid, and everybody's been very, very welcoming. So I'm grateful for that. Thanks for asking.
Thanks.
Hi, Alaina.
Hi.
So I was wondering, in reference, if Abaddon had actually gotten what she wanted, what do you think the first thing she would have done as queen?
Oh. What does she want to be queen, right? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah? I think I always used to say, like, she'd redecorate hell. I don't know what she would do to it. Yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting, and I know, like, a lot of characters coming back, just for everybody keeps asking me. I have no plans to go back. If they invited me back for this season, I would love to, but I have not been invited yet. But yeah, I don't know. She's a really rad character. I would like to see what would happen if she took over hell. Would y'all? Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bella, and my question is, what's one of your most memorable thing that happened to you on set?
On Supernatural?
Yeah.
What's the most memorable thing? I was on that show a long time ago. I sometimes don't remember. Well, nobody's ever played a prank on me, so I'm disappointed. I tell them, so I'm gonna get it one day. But, well, actually, no, you know what? They did play a prank on me. Serge played a prank on me in my first episode. I was looking at the ground, and there was like a skeleton, and they made the head move while I was on camera, and I freaked out, and everyone laughed at me. And I was like, you guys are mean. And then I had to learn the Latin to do like an incantation, and I did not want to learn that because I was afraid of like actually summoning demons. This shit's real. They're like, oh, here's the recording. Listen to it in your hotel room by yourself. I don't sleep by myself. Like, I don't want to learn Latin in a lonely hotel room by myself, summoning demons. That shit's scary. It always amazes me when I see young kids watch the show, because the show scares me. Like, my kids don't watch it, they're scared of it. Oh, they've been watching 100, and that's pretty gory, but it doesn't deal with, like, demons. Yeah, I don't think I answered your question, but a lot of stuff happened on set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Julia.
Hi, Julia.
I love you and everything you've ever done.
Hey.
So you said you play a lot of evil characters. What's your favorite thing about playing an evil, badass woman?
I'm a little embarrassed to say it just feels right. I mean, it's funny. So I read for a movie recently, and they had me come in for, it's a pretty big movie, and they had me come in for like the main female character. And it's a great character, and the audition material was really, really good, and it's got a solid foundation. I could pull up a lot of research on it, and I genuinely wanted to love it, but I had some resistance to it. And I went in, I did it, and they were like, I knew that there was a bad guy, a female bad character, and I asked my agent when they called me with this audition if I could read for that, if they were going to open that. He's like, well, I don't know, they want you to come in for like the lead. Don't you want to read for that? And I was like, I kind of want to read for the bad guy. So I went in and read for the role, and they called, and they were like, we want to bring her in for the bad guy. And I was like, I told you. And I went in, and it was like, it was just easy. I don't know what's going to happen. It's still sort of on the fence, so if it comes to fruition, I'll be able to talk about it. But I don't know. There's a certain, like, I guess I resonate with bad guys. I don't know. Maybe it's like my alter ego has to like work some shit out. But yeah, it's fun. I think maybe there's sort of like Abaddon, for example, she was so very cavalier and like arrogant, and I don't feel like that's me. So I feel like it's fun to sort of explore that and sort of be unapologetic. and it's really funny when that character first came out. And a lot of this fan base is female, and they'd be like, "You're such an inspiration." I'm like, "I'm not sure that what did I just get myself into?" I'm not sure she's like someone to look up to, but there are elements of her that are so, very, just non-apologetic. I think we should all just be a little less apologetic. And still be kind. I just think like own your shit and be okay with it. Work on yourself. I'm not saying like go be toxic and like hurt people and not apologize for that. That's not okay. Thank you. Hi.
Hello. I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
I've always liked the red too, but I always love redheads, Charlie, Rowena, Abaddon, of course.
Yeah, the show really likes redheads. I often say, I was like, I think I don't know, someone must love redheads on that show, because I don't think it's a coincidence. And I think it's probably something like they don't even know, they're just like, she was the best actor. No, she had red hair.
My question is, which team are you for? Team Free Will, Team Hell, Dean Sam, Crowley?
I feel like this just is a problem question. I just don't think there's a win here. To be quite honest, I don't even understand all the teams. Could you give me like a rundown?
Well,
okay, what's Team Free Will?
Team Free Will is Dean, Sam, Cass, Jack.
What do they do?
They go against the odds. They fight against
What show do you
destiny. Everything like that. And then you have Team Hell, of course, which got split up between Crowley, Abaddon, Lucifer, and I guess Rowena got kicked in there for a little bit too.
Right.
And then you have the angels.
Classy.
And then you have the angels, so.
Okay. So like I don't know. I think I like anything that Cass is on. Because you guys like him a lot. I just want y'all to like me.
Well, I'm Team Dean all the way.
Okay, that's a good choice. Yeah. No. See, there's no winning. Yeah.
It's to each his own.
I'd say like Team Queen. Let's make that a team. Team Queen, and she gets her bestie to be with her, Abaddon and Rowena.
Both redheads.
What is that?
Both redheads.
Yeah, Naughty Pants. Team Naughty Pants.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey.
Hi. My question is about Josie. And if Josie really was in it for a very short time, and then she made like this amazing sacrifice. If they had given you more time as Josie, could you see the storyline going in any direction?
Yeah, so actually that was sort of my pitch when like the bad guys don't stick around very long. Like they come in, they cause shit, and then they become a problem, right? Just in the terms of story, and so you got to get rid of them, and then a new problem presents itself. So my thought actually was the more interesting long-term storyline is Josie. She's obviously human, so she has human emotions and failures and things like that. And then she has all the knowledge of the Men of Letters. So I thought that, they did end up doing the Men of Letters and the Women of Letters storyline, but I thought that would have been a really interesting way to go with it. So that was more my, now Josie's in the modern time, and she gets to actually live that life. She doesn't need Abaddon to sort of be a woman in the future. Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun to play.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello. So thank you very much to join NJcon this time, and I also appreciate thank you very much to come to Japan with Jim Bieber and also Mark Bergero and also Sebastian. And what is your impression to Japanese fan?
Japanese fans. So I went to Tokyo this year for this HollyCon, and I've referred a few people from our family to go next year. I just saw the promoters in San Jose, and so I'm hoping that a few of our other friends will show up for you soon. But I actually grew up in Tokyo, so I lived there from the time I was like 14 to 20. I was working, I started my career very young. I started my career as a model, and so I would get contracts and I'd go work in mostly Tokyo, but Osaka and Nagoya, and so it was lovely for me. I felt like I was going home because I have not been to Japan in like 20 years. And the fans are great. It's a very small convention. We had like not even really a panel. We just came in the morning and said hello, and the promoters were great to us. So yeah, lovely. I love Japan.
Thank you.
Arigato. Hi.
Hey Alana, my name's Angelica. What does this fandom mean to you? Like, how has it helped you? Because we love you so much, and how has it helped you be awesome? And you know what? You as badass as Abaddon in real life.
Thank you. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. It's very special to be a part of this fandom. I've been a part of big fandom families, and I'm very grateful for it. When I walked into this world, I did not anticipate this. I did not understand it, and I've made so many beautiful friends. I've made so many great memories. We've built this world community together. I've literally traveled to like all corners of the earth to meet people, and we have this one silly little TV show that connects us all, and it's fucking powerful. Like, you guys are amazing, and we couldn't do what we do without you guys, and I know that you all help each other and hold each other together, and so yeah, it means the world to me. This has literally changed my life. Thank you. Love you, thank you. I'll try. If I wear leather.
Hi. So my question is, with so many movies being remade into female leads, is there any movie you would personally like to do and be a lead in?
Oh. Yeah, but see, the leads are all good. I don't know. I'm sort of like for original ideas. I do read for like a lot of genre stuff, and I feel like that's kind of what's being remade a lot of. This one I just went out for is a remake also. I would really like to do that one. I hope it comes through. But nothing really like, here's the thing is, there's nothing really like on my mind. I'm sure like in my head there's something, but when you ask me, I'm like, no, I don't think so. But then when something comes through, or I'll read it like in the trades, I'm like, oh, what a great idea. I want to be a part of that. So, but no, nothing like off the top of my head.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Hi.
And so Abaddon is very badass, and I was wondering, in your opinion, what do you think was her most badass moment? And what was your favorite badass moment?
They gave her like a lot of really awesome things to do. I would have liked to do more. I feel like there was more of a story to tell, and we always feel that way about our characters because we get so connected to them. People ask me what the favorite part of playing Abaddon was. I always like to say when I got to kick the shit out of Mark Shepard. Not when Abaddon beat up Crowley. And I know I've told this story, so forgive me, I'm repeating myself, but that day that we had that fight scene, Brad Greaser, one of the camera operators, he went around the set with like a deli counter so everyone could take a number to kick Mark's ass. And Mark was so giving. I mean, obviously it was a joke, sort of, but but Mark was like, he was really giving. Like he really wanted to sell it, and so he like fell out of his chair and he really went for it. And he's such a dream to work with. You know, I've known Mark for like a long time. We've done conventions together forever, long before this show came around, and this is what's so unique about this world that we've built, that we get to know these people because we travel all over the world with them, and then one day you like show up on a job and you get to work with them. So I met a few of like the 100 cast a few years ago in New Zealand. It was like, yeah, in Wellington, and like we spent a couple weeks together, and I only ever read for the show one other time, and then I get on this job, and I'm like, oh my god, I have all these friends on this show. So actually Sashel from the 100, he texted me. He knew I was getting the job before I did, and the first thing he said to me was, welcome to the family. And I was like, man, this is so great that like I'm walking into something already connected. Has nothing to do with the question, I apologize. It's not a rant. My other favorite thing about, you said, what badass things that Abaddon do?
Yeah.
Like everything she did was badass. I kind of like, I don't know, I like that she was mouthy. I like that Josie was like mouthy and wanted to question everything and challenge everything. I like that she was like real sleek, and it just gave her really like great moments. I even liked her death. I thought her death was actually written, scripted, and I don't know if it's been re-scripted this way, but the script read, the most epic death in supernatural history. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see what they do. Yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of really good moments. I'm very proud of this character. Thank you.
Hi. And also, would you be interested in joining all the other people who are going to be part of that Crisis on Infinite Earths?
I have not been invited. I definitely, like, yes, I'm interested. I'm also, you know, they're doing a backdoor pilot of the Canaries, and I'm friends with them, all the girls, and so, you know, that would be really fun to play in that arena as well. So I'm definitely trying to have conversations around that. If you remember, when Black Canary comes on the scene in Smallville, she's hired by Lex as a bad guy. She quickly changes and you know, plays for the right team. But and also my character on Stargate was a good guy, but I think maybe I just play a lot of badass characters. Some are good, some are evil. But it's great. I mean, you know, the superhero stuff is fun. Like, it's so, there's much my stuff. I did a movie, came out in May called The Perfection. It's on Netflix, and they watched that. Like, I don't get it. It's a horror movie. So I don't know, yeah, they're like my critics. They keep you humble, those ones. Thank you. Thanks.
Hi again.
Hi.
I was wondering, if you didn't go into acting or modeling, what do you think you would want to do?
Man, I don't know. I've asked myself the same questions. I'm like, now what? I really don't know, to be honest. I started my career really young. I think I was 12 when I started doing plays, and then I did a pilot when I was 12, and then I started acting, or modeling rather, and that kind of took over for a while. I've always been like, I probably would do something in, I would think, fitness, or I'm not like a sit still person, so I need to be like moving around and busy, so probably something like that, something physical, I don't know, and artistic. I don't know. I actually don't want to know. I don't, you know, there's like that part of your life where you're like, what do I do with the rest of my life? I kind of don't want to know yet. So, I'll keep you posted though.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi, my question is, if Abaddon and Rowena did team up, what's the first thing that they would do?
I'm trying to think like Ruth right now. She would say something like witty and cute. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know what we would do. We'd get her some high heels. I love how different we are. It's like the best when you have like a best friend that's so different than you. Did you guys see it? Like I posted a picture of us at Comic-Con. It was the funniest picture in the world to me. She like comes up to my boob. We just couldn't be more different. We're like, yeah, she's like one of my best friends ever. I don't know, but I really would love to work with her because I've never worked with her. Isn't that amazing? It kind of amazes me. So many people on this show, like, I've known them for years and I've never worked with them. And then it also amazes me how amazing my friends are. Like, when the guys approached me about doing Kings of Con, you have a lot of friends who like create things and sometimes you're a part of it, sometimes you're not. And they were like, oh, we're gonna do this, this show, would you be interested in being a part of it? I was like, yeah, sure. And I remember, and I've told Rob this, like I remember reading the script and I was leaving the gym and I was just gonna like open it and read it when I got home kind of thing. And I was just walking through the parking lot reading it and I was like, oh my God, my friends are so talented. So, that was a fun show, right? We're gonna do more of that. That was so fun. They're so great, they're so clever. And what did you ask me? I'm a little hungry.
I personally think they would probably try to take over hell or take over the world.
Yeah, that.
Get a whole new wardrobe and just go shopping.
Okay. Power suits. Shoulder pads.
Thank you.
Thanks. And platform shoes. Okay, you guys, we need more questions. Because I can't sing, I don't dance. So anyways. Okay, thanks guys, I appreciate you. I'll make my answers longer, so it'll be more fun. You guys have fun? Yes! It's so echoey in here. Usually we're like in a ballroom, it's not as bouncy. Hi.
Hi. So I was wondering what your favorite line that Abaddon ever said was.
Okay. I think there's some really good ones, but my favorite of all time was, I'm gonna stump you to death. It'll be swell. I was like, that's the best line I've ever read in my life. Yeah. Isn't it funny? And like, you have to be campy when you say it. Smallville had like a lot of singers like that too, because it's like campy. So I love that. I love like, one of my favorite characters growing up was Poison Ivy. Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy. And I actually fashioned my Black Canary after Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy, or I tried to, because I love how sort of like just dripping with camp she was. She was just like, I loved it. I was just like, it's so fun. When do you get to be like that in real life? So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi.
So I absolutely love the video of you and Ruth taking all those pictures of Misha and Mark's trailer.
Oh yeah.
How long did he leave those up?
Oh, that's a great question. Oh, it was so funny when we did that prank. You guys all saw that prank when we pranked Mark? We were genuinely like, okay, so Phil Segrisha, I was actually up in Vancouver shadowing Phil, he was directing that episode, and we told him what we were doing, and he was like, fuck, now I'm gonna have a bad day. Because he thought Mark would be mad. And we weren't sure, because with Mark you never know. So then we did record it, we put a camera, we taped a camera to the wall of his trailer and covered it with Castiel so he couldn't see, but then I think the battery died before he ended up getting his trailer, so we never got that footage. But anyway, he loved it and it was funny and no one got in trouble that day. So that was a win.
That's rare. And no one got in trouble.
No one got in trouble, thank you. It's a win. I don't know, do you know how long he kept those photos up? Does anybody know?
Not long.
Are you sure? I feel like they were everywhere. I put it in his toilet, in the shower, I put it in his shoes, the microwave, everywhere.
Just goes to goes to show you what a nice trailer they have.
Put it on the fireplace.
On the lanai.
On the second fridge.
By the pool.
In the kids' play area. In the elevator. But really nice trailer. Alaina.
Rich.
Are you sticking around? Are you doing karaoke? Are you sticking around for the rest of the day? Are you doing fun stuff?
Oh, I'm here.